Good afternoon. This is Steve with Born Again Torinos, and I wanted to give a quick update about the solar panels and about the Starsky Hutch Torinos that I still build. And hi Daisy, you come to help? I put this through some tests. You know, being an old equipment, it barely does what I want it to do, which was I thought in a grid down scenario that it would be nice to be able to run fans, because my fireplace is not, you know, like most fireplaces, there's no insert and it isn't efficient for heating the house. I'm more for aesthetics, and I want to push that air around the house. And I can wheel this in the house with the charged battery. I can run 2, 3, maybe even 4 fans off of this battery, and I can charge them for free. So in a grid down scenario, I can burn the fireplace, I can heat the upstairs of the house, the main floor, not the basement. So that works for what I wanted it to do. But being two 60-watt panels, 9-year-old technology, it's not close to the new technology. Way more efficient than the new stuff. And then having a lithium-ion battery instead of a lead-acid battery. So it was a good test. I tried to plug in my crock pot. I thought, oh, it'd be cool to cook a roast out in the yard today for free. And it wouldn't even register on this, just turn on. There would be no power light. So it was drawing too much. So I thought, okay, well, what else can I try? I tried a hairdryer, you know, without heat, ran great. It would run on medium heat, but I didn't try the high because it was throwing the breaker. It has a breaker in it for safety to shut it off if it overloads, overload protection. So I brought the toaster out. I thought, let's see if it can do toast. And that's with a charged battery, and these in direct sunlight, so it's not only running off battery, but it's charging at that time. And it ran for 1 second and tripped the breaker. So I can't do toast in this, but I can do that over the fire pit or anything else. But the test was power. I wanted to see just how weak this was, and it is pretty flimsy. So I brought the box fans out, and I plugged one in on high, ran all day on high. When I plugged in 2 box fans on high, it ran for a couple minutes, and then it tripped the breaker. So when I put both fans on low, it ran all day, and that's with big fans. So it did do that okay. So I'll experiment with some other items. I know it'll charge phones and laptops and tools. It does that fine. And so I am going to be looking closely at the modern stuff, the all-in-ones. But that's where I'm at with this. It was really a fun experiment. So that is that. And as for Torinos, yes, I'm still making Torinos, and I'm preferring now to do them for other people rather than buy them. The prices on them have gone up so high that it's pricing me out. But for someone who doesn't have to resell, they can pay more, and there's still some deals to be had out there. But boy, the prices have skyrocketed on Torinos. I'm just not Starsky eyes Torinos. And as for the Trans Am here, still starts right up, runs strong. It sounds great. Smokes a little bit, but that's because it's high miles. But this would be a very dependable car. And I've done what I wanted to do with this, so I'm ready to move on. So if somebody wants to make a kit, this is the great starting place. A rust-free, straight, really razor straight car. And take the nose off, paint up your new nose, and bolt it on, literally. I did notice though, it's when the hood closes, it's causing stress on this, and it's caused this to crack the paint. So not too crazy about that, but heck, if I don't sell it, I may go pick up a nose and paint it and put it on for fun, and then just keep it and enjoy it as a fun car. Because even like this stock, it gets attention. Not like a Starsky Torino, not even close, but it's still, when I go out in this, it's hey, it's KITT. You know, they're all excited. It doesn't have any of the Knight Rider stuff on it, so that's kind of funny. It's pathetic and sad that more than once with my Torinos, I'd be out driving around and someone would say, "Oh, nice Dukes of Hazzard car." I was like, "What? Good General Lee." It blows my mind. But most people got it. But the younger crowd, some of them don't get it. And for Torinos, you know, I've got parts. Oh my goodness, I've been collecting Torino parts for 20 years. And I've got, hopefully you can see this, I've got seats, front and rear seats. They're bench, there's no buckets. I've got dash pads. I have really nice taillight lenses. Dirty, but with no cracks, not sun-baked. And instrument clusters, interior parts, kick panels, visors, headrests, bezels, chrome mirrors. I think I even have a sport mirror, driver's sport mirror. I sold the complete grill the other day, but I have a couple of really beat up broken grills, and I think I have 4 chrome aluminum bezels, and just a lot of miscellaneous parts, armrests for front and rear, and a lot of other miscellaneous stuff, kick panels, and then things like you know, emblems, lots of Gran Torino emblems, and Ford letters. So if any of those are missing, I've got side marker lights and a lot of stuff like this, just individual pieces. Because, you know, a lot of things can't be got anymore. You got to get used. And little ends for the pole handles. I have antennas and blinker, shifter arms, original gas caps and locking caps, antenna parts, so much. These are window cranks and clips, and well, we could go on and on. There's gas doors. I think I've sold all my gas door handles though. Anyway, so I have parts. If you're looking for parts, I may have what you're looking for. And I keep getting people asking if I'll do their Torino, and then they say, well, I'll get back to you. And then I hear from them a couple months later, well, I found a guy locally, and he was cheaper than you, and I didn't have to ship it, and oh, he ruined my car, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I blew my budget on him, and that kind of stuff. And it's heartbreaking because body shops are typically not, they're collision shops mostly. They fix dents, replace panels. They are not collector car stuff typically. They just want to move cars in and out. And so it is heartbreaking for guys who, this is their dream, their lifelong dream for a Starsky Torino. And what happens, it gets ruined, stolen, the body shop burns down. Gosh, I've heard it all. if you just want it done right and in a quick amount of time. That's another thing I hear is they get quotes. I can do it in 3 months, and 1 or 2 years later, it's pushed into the back of the shop, and the guy is like, "I'm just so busy, I can't get," and parts are missing, and new dents are appearing on the car. Then the guy gets a divorce, he has to sell the shop, and then your car's tied up in litigation, and it's just, So, if you ship it to me, I can do my thing on it, and then you can ship it home. And the only thing is you have to, I'll tell you what part, if you're missing parts, I'll tell you what parts you need to get. And if I have it, we can use my stuff. But if you want to get it done, I can get it done. This is really neat. I run across Torino consoles every once in a while, and this one I snapped it up from a guy because it's a delete column shift automatic console. So bucket seats are pretty common if you get them out of a Cougar or a T-Bird or a Montego, or even a Ranchero sometimes. The same as the Torino seats. And then put this console in, and it has the delete plate, so it's factory that it's a column shift car. So it's what would have come in the car if you had ordered the console and bucket seats. So, and if you decide, oh, well, I want to go with a 4-speed, you cut this out and put the boot in, and you have a manual console. This one has no cracks that I can see. It's dark blue, but either these are available, by the way. I was going to put them on eBay, and I probably still am, unless somebody speaks up pretty soon. Even these pads that aren't ripped or anything, like this one has no rips or tears, it's just slight wear. These guys sell for $100 or $200 just for the lid. And a lot of times this tray, this removable tray, is missing. Still has that, still has the original wiring ready to go, and the light inside still there. It still latches. It's very, very nice. I don't think there's anything missing on it. And it still has the mounting plate. The bracket. So that bolts to the floor. And here's the wiring. It still has the plug. So you just splice in new wires, and you got the original plug. Let me know. I can also duplicolor it black for you for a fee, or you can do it. It's not rocket science. You clean it with wax and grease remover multiple times in case someone had gotten Armor All or some kind of silicone on it, and then spray it and give it multiple coats. Things that get wear, armrests, give, I do 5, 6, 7 coats on this, and the rest of it, 1 or 2 coats will be just fine, and it will look factory black. And over here is a dash pad that's really, really straight, and this I've already put 1 coat of black duplicolor on it. It's very straight. I don't know if there's any flaws in it. Let's see. And there's a little bump here. I thought I saw something else. A little crack here. I mean, like an indentation there. But other than that, it's really, really nice. So if your black dash pad is all cracked up, this is the perfect replacement. Bolt-in replacement. This is an original. And again, it was out of the same car, so it was this dark blue. And what else? I guess that's it. But I wanted to let you guys know, because my website, my wife had put it up, and she changed the program she uses to do HTML, and something went wrong, and my site is still there, but it's unreachable. But my YouTube channel's still up, and so you can reach me there. I'm going to see if I can get the website up again, but it's had a couple people contact me going, well, your site's down, are you still doing Torinos? And yeah, still do them. It would be nice to reach 50 cars, and then I can quit. But get a hold of me, let me know what you got, where you're at, and I'll do what I can to help. But anyway, I wanted to let you guys know, yeah, still doing Torinos. It's still fun, and just kind of update people on that we're watching the solar panel thing, and people who've asked about the Trans Am, so, and parts. So that's it. This is Steve with Born Again Torinos. I hope this video came out good, and let me know. Bye.